Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with another episode. There is a message that I want to share with you guys. So this message, I received it as a WhatsApp voice note from our dear sister. She sent me this message on Monday as a WhatsApp voice note as she was telling me her own story that is happening in her village. This village, it is in an area that is called Chipinge in Manicaland province in Zim, in an area that is called Chapkititi in Chipinge. She was saying that there is a lot of occultic stuff that is happening in her village, and she was asking for advice because she was saying that in her village it seems as if people are now being tormented by the devil himself. So I'm going to play the video for you so that you can see what is going on in that video. So in this video that you are looking at, you can see those clothes that are bundled together. They are not actually clothes as such, but they are ladies' underwear that are heaped together. These ladies' underwear, they have been found in the village headman's house, and this village headman is said to be using these ladies' underwear, and all of these underwears, they belong to the women that are in this same village. So this woman told me that she even lost one of her underwear and she could not understand where it had gone to. But later on, she went and she spoke with this other prophet who assisted her and told her that there is someone who had stolen that underwear from her. So now, after a traditional healer was called into this village, that was when all of these ladies' underwear were removed from the village headman's house. There were big bags that were full of these ladies' underwears, and he has been using them for his own rituals. So as you can see in that video, I hope that our dear sister will be able to send us even more videos. So I am going to give you the narration of the WhatsApp voice note that she sent to me. The narration of that WhatsApp voice note that she sent to me reads like this. Hello, my brother. My name is Name Hidden. Can you please post my own story? So for me to be using the same name that I have, it is because my mother was the one who went with me, and I then got my birth certificate using my grandfather's name as well as my grandfather's surname. So the thing that I want to speak with you about, it is a thing that happened in our village that is called Mataza in Chipinge. So as women who are staying in this village, we have been suffering for a very long time, and we have been suffering from the same disease. Some of us, we can go for periods, never ending periods, 3 months at a time. Each and every day you wake up and you will be on your period, and we didn't understand as to what was going on with us. We have been suffering, and one thing that started happening is that one by one we kept on complaining, and we kept on saying that we are missing our underwears. If you leave your underwear anyway, then the next time around when you try to look for it, you will never find it. This thing has been happening for a very long time. If it was happening to us, the adults, we could say that maybe it is better. But what makes this thing to be so scary, it is because that has been doing this doesn't care if he does this to a growing child or to an adult. Because as for my child as well, my daughter is only 4 years old, but one of her panties as well went missing. And this man was the one who stole it. For a very long time, we kept on asking ourselves what was going on. But as for now, we are looking for any kind of help because we are facing such a huge spiritual attack here in our village. We are experiencing something that is truly painful, something that is unimaginable, something that is demonic in nature, and it is affecting us as the women of this village. Like I told you in the past that we have been missing our underwears, and this thing, it kept on happening. What would happen is that today, once you have found out that one of your underwears is missing, then you will start experiencing like dreams whereby you'll be having sexual intercourse with someone that you cannot even see, with a spirit that you can't see. So the whole village was crying all over this issue, and it was not me, but a lot of ladies, they were experiencing this trip. It was not only me, but a lot of it was not only me, but a lot of our it was not only me, but a lot of the ladies were experiencing this. If there is anyone who can try to come and pray for our village, please let them come. Maybe when they pray for our village, everything is going to return back to normal, because we are tired of this level of witchcraft. We are being tormented. Yes, I can say that we are being tormented by the devil himself. Have you ever seen a place whereby the whole women in a village can be complaining about the same thing? All of them going to the period, a never-ending period. All of them having sexual dreams. And when you wake up, you'll be feeling very tired. Recently, like I said, there was a traditional healer who came to us. Then the problem that happened is that this traditional healer said that he cannot assist any of us without us paying him any money. He said that this thing is too serious. If we do not pay him, then we are going to suffer. So those that had the means to pay this traditional healer, they paid. And I can see that those ones that were assisted, they are now living their normal lives. But as for us, the ones that are poor, the ones that were married into polygamous marriages, we are suffering because our husbands cannot even afford to take care of us. So where are they going to get the money to pay this traditional healer? The traditional healer refused. And the thing that shocked us, just like that video that I showed you, my brother, there was a suitcase. These were like suitcase and bags upon bags that were full of dirty underwears, all of them that had been stolen from different women in our area here in Chipinge. That is what is happening. As for my husband, well, my husband is a man that is very stingy. My husband doesn't give me money at all. I still remember that when my husband was at work, this was in 2022, my husband was at work in South Africa. It then happened that my husband came back home from South Africa. This was after a very long period of time, and I thought that he was going to be missing me. So when it came time for me and my husband to please each other in bed, as we were sleeping together, my husband then said something that pained me a lot. My husband said that you are no longer nice at all. As I am sleeping with you, I feel like I am not doing anything. I feel like I am not sleeping with a woman. This is what my husband told me. He said that you are not nice anymore in bed like you used to be. I then realized that those dreams that I was having when my husband was away working in South Africa, they were now affecting me physically, because in my dreams, I kept on having intercourse with several men that I could not even understand. I knew that this spiritual attack was the thing that was making me I knew that this spiritual attack was what was making my husband to hate me in such a way. Sometimes when I would look at my husband as he would be on top of me, his face, my brother, will keep on changing. I would not even see his face. It will be like his face will be transformed and it will become like a demon. He was being used by tokologies, and the other women in the same village, they were also complaining. And I am one of those women that are suffering, my brother. Just a few days ago, there was a scary thing that happened in our village. It was a very scary thing. And we then found out that the man that has been sleeping with us spiritually, it was our local village headman, the one that is supposed to lead us. He is the one that is destroying our marriages now. He has been using the women in the village for his rituals because he wants to remain as a village headman, and he does not mind if he is using a grown-up woman or a young child. My brother, we have suffered a lot, and I am asking for help. We do not care in our village if it is a prophet or if it is a prayerful man that is going to come and assist us. We are tired of being tormented by the devil. We are tired of being used sexually by our local village headman, and he has been using us for a very long time. what happened is that in their own family, they have been fighting amongst themselves, because this one says that he has the right to become the village headman. Then the other one says that he has the right to become a village headman. So as they are fighting, as they are using charms against each other, then their charms are now affecting us, the regular people that do not even care who becomes the next village headman. We have suffered, my brother. The thing that we had is that this village headman, he has been using two of his own people to go around stealing ladies' underwear. And these two people that he has been sending, the one is a woman. That woman as well, she has those powers to sleep with men that she lusts after, and she sleeps with them not physically but spiritually. Once she sleeps with you, then it means that you will start to suffer from problems like erectile dysfunction. And these two people that he is using, they are the ones that are sleeping with us spiritually. So that traditional healer that we called into our village, he said that as for all the women that have their underwears stolen, we have some markings that have been placed on our bodies. These markings are the one that makes it to be possible for those ritualists to connect with us so that they can spiritually sleep with us. The problem is that I do not have money to pay for the services of that traditional healer so that the healer can remove these markings that are there on my body. As for me, I am only 27 years old, but when you look at me, when you look at the way that my husband is mistreating me, it is like I am an old woman. As beautiful as I am, my husband doesn't care about me anymore. He treats me as if I am something that is really smelly. I will try to go around collecting more evidence, because some of the videos, they are quite scary, but I would go around the village asking other people that took the videos when this traditional healer was busy helping us. This thing, it is happening to us and it is very painful. Please help us, my brother. I have given you the name of our village as well as the name of our province. Anyone that is willing to come and to pray for our village, they can do so. But it is a very scary thing. I am even afraid that I am going to die, because in our village, a lot of people have already died because of this issue. Please, if there is anyone that is listening to my story, please come and release us from the chains of the devil. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was forwarded to me by one of our dear listeners who is a follower of our program. She is there in Chipinge, and we hope that at the end of the day, we are going to get her help. If there is any people that want to go there so that they can pray for this village, you can get in contact with me. Then I will give you the numbers of our dear sister so that you can organize. Yo, This man that I once stayed with as his wife, what bothers me is that I can't even remember his name. No matter how hard I try, it's like the memory of his name was wiped off from my brain. I can't remember his name. Even when I try to search, I have tried searching several names that I think that was his name, but all of those searches, they have brought negative results. It bothers me a lot. Like, I know this guy, I stayed with him, but even if you were to ask me right now, what is his name, so that you can publish his name on your platform, maybe there is someone who could help me, but I can't remember his name. I don't know what he did to me, but it seems as if this man, he never existed in my life, yet he came into my life and destroyed everything that I valued a lot.